Fellow survivors and DayZ content creators, Old Man Z here. Have you ever wondered how other content creators add these moving lines on their maps? Well, stick around. I'm going to show you how. So to do this, it has to be done in one of your video editing programs. So I'm using CapCut. So first off, I grab a map, and in this one I'm using Chinars. So you just take the image and drop her down. So I think it gives you like 5 seconds. So I think we'll do 5, 10. Right on, so we have our map. Okay, so you're going to go over and open up your text and just grab the default text and activate it by dragging it over into your bar there, and you can just drag it right across to give it duration right for the full length of your what will be your video. We're going to go up and change that default text and just put in a bunch of hyphens to start. This is the extremely simple version of how to do it. Once you learn how to do it, of course, you can go bigger and get more creative with it. But just do a series of dashes or hyphens for now. Choose where you want to go or where you want to place it, and of course, you drag it bigger, the lines get bigger. You can add more hyphens to make it tighter together. So just move it around, just get it in position, and then you can. Oh, there we go. Get it in position to where maybe like I don't know what am I going to do here? Maybe like below or Berezino-ish or near Electro or so wherever the hell I'm at here, and maybe head over toward the airfield or something, right? So just move it around and place it, and again, experiment with it till you get the right feel for it. See, I'll add a few more dashes here now to stretch it out, and then it'll maybe I'll stretch it out. There we go. I'll stretch it out, and tighten them all up. The more I add, the tighter it gets, right? So from here, I'll just press play, and you'll see that it's static. The lines are there, but they're not animated. They're not moving. So I'll need to go up to the text animation to add that in. Make sure you have your text highlighted, and then click your animation, and you're going to look for type 1. Once you find that, give it a click. There you go. You'll see it moves incredibly fast. So now on the bottom there, usually a dial or a slide bar where you can slow it down. So get it to where you want it, and then you try play or hit play again, and there you go. There it is. There's the first part done. Naturally on DayZ, I'm going from the coast in, so I'm just going to spin it around 180, and now when I hit play, it launches from the coast and works its way in. So let's start adding a little bit to it now. Let's drop a shadow so we give it a little bit of height. So scroll down, if your text highlighted, scroll down, and then you'll see shadow, and you can adjust it to the blur and how deep, etc. So you can do that and give it a little bit of depth. So you can try that out and see how that looks. So far, so good, right? When I deselect the text, now you'll see what the actual video would look like. And you can stop here, but we're going to do a few more things just to show you what you can do. Okay, you can add, of course, you can add music and whatnot here, but so you don't have to go just in a straight line. So if you scroll down further, you can see there's a curve option as well. And just like when you're setting the shadow, you can set the depth of the curve or what the radius would be, I guess. And again, you might have to adjust your hyphens long, short, or add some, take some away, to give you that start or stop location that you want. Of course, in every DayZ journey, you don't just go to one location, you've got multiple stops. If you're anything like me, I get sidetracked all the time. So in order to add additional lines, of course we have to make our map longer, or we have to make our video longer. So I'm just going to I'll drag the picture in, so there's another 10 seconds, so there's 20 seconds in total now, right? So we'll go there and we'll start with adjusting our first line. So we'll make it a little bit smaller. We'll go kind of from one side, then head down south a little bit. You know, play with it, right? Adjust your, oh no, leave the picture there. Adjust the curve to make it a, if you want to do a straight line, or if you want to do a little stronger curve, you can kind of set it in position kind of sort of where you want it. That looks pretty good there. No, how about down here? Okay, let's tighten her up here a little bit. Remember, we have, what I said, a 20-second video, so if we're going to do a couple jumps, we have to shorten up this first jump, right, or the first series of dashes here. So we'll go maybe 6 or 7 seconds in. Or not quite. There you go. There's our first one. Okay, so let's have a look here. Go back to where it stops, tighten that up a little bit more. Let's put it on an actual location, not on the ocean. There we have it. We've mapped out our first jump, or our first movement across the map. So I will copy and paste and make another, just Control C, Control V, there we go, and bring that right down. So where the first one stops, obviously the second one's going to start right away or continue on from it. And now we'll just have to get it into position, and we'll figure out where our second jump is going to go. And that didn't work whatsoever, so we'll have to move it up. And then we'll adjust our curve here a little bit. Okay, I'll bring her back to the beginning here, and then let's run it and see how it plays out. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. I'll do the same thing again. We'll Control C, Control V, copy and paste, and place our next destination, or our next line to show where our next destination will be. And we'll adjust the curve here a little bit too, why not? Let's hit run and see what it looks like so far. Okay, this looks good. I mean, it's working, but I don't want the lines to disappear, so I want to show the one, or the series of lines, but I want them to move as one continuous line. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take each default text line and move it to its own track. So I'll just grab the one, and I'll drag it up, and then we're going to make that its own track, and then we'll extend it. So just click and hold and drag it up, and now I'll just drag it over to make it last longer. So do the same thing with the third one, and we'll see what we got here. So now the first line should stay. There it is, second line, and then third line. So what will happen is my first and second lines, those tracks will carry on right to the end there. Oh, too far. Bring her back, yeah, right there. Now I'll try it again. Line goes down, stays. Second line stays. Oh, second line didn't stay. Okay, we're gonna fix that. Let's There's my second track hiding down there, so that has to carry over all the way to the end as well. So 3 different movements, 3 different tracks for them. Just get them lined up evenly. And let's see how that turns out. First line down, looks good. Second line, looks good. And there we go. Now we change direction or alter our curve and go in the other way. And just to show you a few more ideas here before I let you go. So I'll go in and grab a, I don't know, let's grab a car or something here. And we'll place it down. No, not that one. Yeah, I'll grab this car here. And I'll drag it over right where our second, or our first line would end, our second one would start. So now if you're telling a story, okay, we're going to the coast, we're going to head down here, try to find a car, throw one in, and then you can, same thing, you can drag the on the track, drag the duration to as long as you want. I'm going to drag it so it stays the entire video. As soon as it appears, it doesn't disappear. Not that far. Okay, back it up. Right back to the end of what will be our video. Okay, so it's going to stay. So you hit play, and the car appears just as soon as there we go, and it's going to stay there for the rest of the video. Now, so again, if you're telling a story, you can throw items in there or pictures or images or whatever to kind of show what you're doing, where you're doing it. So from here, we'll go to our next one. Let's throw another picture in. For example, okay, we're going to stop at Balota and gear up. So I'll take my little image of a soldier. I'll drag it in here. And, oh, size appropriate. Back in. And same thing, we'll carry, once it's in position, we'll carry the duration of that image right to the very end of the video. Keeping with the idea of telling a story through pictures, okay, we're going to go from Balota, we're going to make our way up to near Tizzy, we're going to go steal a heli or go buy a heli. Okay, so same thing, we'll grab this image and bring it up right to the end of the video, and there's where it appears. Let's hit run and see what it looks like. There you have it. That is how you put lines onto your DayZ map. I'm going to show you the final version right at the very end of this video. I included music and whatnot to it just so it sounds cool. But there it is. So these lines you can adjust, and you play with different settings and different effects, so the lines don't have to be static like these straighter curves. There's a lot of options. I think you're going to have a lot of fun with this. Good luck.